Good evening and welcome to Sporlitiks, where sports and politics mix and mingle. I'm Stacey Johnson. Joining me tonight is Keith, the constitutional conservative, Stephen, the independent thinker, Aguna, the voice of reason, and my cousin Todd. We've got a packed show for you tonight. Well, you can see all my books there. The U.S. launches more airstrikes against Iran after announcing another death of an American war hero. Stephen in NASCAR, General Kane and Secretary Hegseth testified before the Senate today asking for more money. President Trump presents the World Cup trophy to Spain. U.S. passport. If you're an American citizen and you have a U.S. passport, it was once the most powerful passport in the world, but now it's plummeting in its rankings. Andy Burnham becomes Britain's prime minister, promising stable politics. We'll talk about the cyclospore outbreak, and Zelensky fires his army chief. That and more if we can fit it in. First up, Stephen and NASCAR. Stephen, let me play this. I want to play this video for you, and then you can tell us what happened with NASCAR, if that's okay.
Why do you think it feels? It feels great. It's an incredible night for our whole race team. Paul Wolf, everyone at Team Penske put together a wicked fast car. We came here and did a tire test about a month and a half ago, and we did 2 days worth of laps. We ran over like 880 something laps. We ran so many laps. So I felt like I really had a good grip on the racetrack and what I was going to need to win the race. And we did a good job yesterday in qualifying, being able to get the pole. That helped us just manage the whole race from there today. So just a dominating performance. I just had to get through the first 15 laps of the run. That was the toughest part for me. The Gibbs cars fired off really, really fast, faster than us for sure. And then after 15 laps, my car kind of come to me, and at that point we can drive away. It's pretty coul. Definitely, obviously, I don't know what to say. It's a team effort. Obviously, the check doesn't all go to me, but I get a chunk of it, and I feel good about that. And we get to share with everyone here. So it's definitely a special night. All-Star wins are special. It's our second one, and it's been a while since we got our last one. So anything you can win is the momentum feels nice.
Stephen.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for my boy because my boy put some money on him, some good money on him, and because he was dominating the race during the race, you can bet during the race, and my boy did it really. I only watched the race with one eye because I was doing something else. I would have done the same thing. It was just obvious because he was just walking away with it. I had Bell to start with, and something happened to his car. I don't even know what it was, but they were at North Wilkesboro, and for the past 3 years, they've been using it as like their all-star race, not a real race. They haven't done a real race there since 1996. So they had a real points race, and it was a good race. It's really short, just over a half mile. It's a really short track. It was a good race. I would have liked a little more. I'd like to see it again. I saw it, like I said, with one eye because I was doing other things too. But Joey Logano won. I'm happy for him, but he's 15th in the points, and the points is. It's not that big of a discrepancy to be 15th, but you'd really rather probably be in the top 5. But next week it's an Indy race, and they were doing a road course Indy race. This year it's just going to be the old 2.5 traditional Indy race, 2.5 mile traditional race. So that's going to be cool. But the top 3 guys that are leading and everything is Denny Hamlin, Riddick, and Ryan Blaney. So they're your top 3. One of them could probably win this race. It is a really good race. It's a super speedway. It's, like I said, 2.5 miles, but it's almost like a perfect rectangle. So it's not like Daytona at 2.57 miles or whatever it is, or Talladega is 2.77 or something like that. because they're round. This is a rectangle, and it takes a lot of skill to do this.
Is it something like roller derby?
Yes, it's like roller derby. When you're going around in a circle, if you just go around in a circle, you get such momentum like that. When you're doing a rectangle, you got to slow up in the turns where you don't. With a circle, you can just go your momentum like that. When you're doing a rectangle, you got to like that, and it makes it different. That's why I've never seen like roller derby being a like in a perfect situation like that. It's always in a circle.
It's more like hopscotch.
If you could cross your eyes and then shut them real tight, it would be a lot like hopscotch. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's all from your perspective. Truly.
There you have it.
And that's the magic of it. That's why people love it. And I think you're starting to get it.
Yeah, got
That's why people love NASCAR. I think you're starting to get it. You got it. I'll say you're starting to get it. I'm kind of putting you down. I don't mean to, but it sounds like you're there, man. You're a NASCAR fan now. Congratulations. All right.
Can't hear you.
Oh, Todd, didn't you forget to say America first?
I did.
I got ready to say America first too. I got ready to say it, but I didn't want to take his line from him.
I thought I said it the first time.
That's great. Don't worry. Someone watching our show will more than likely steal the line right out of Todd's lips.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it because he had already said that before. I didn't want to steal it, but I was thinking America. I was going to say America first. I was waiting for him, but Todd, you let it go by you. That's not like you. Are you tired? Are you a little bit tired tonight?
No, I just was thinking about this other sports guy who's on the soap operas now.
Oh, okay.
And he said one of
Young
my
and the
lines,
Restless. Young and the Restless?
No. General Hospital, I think.
Oh, my God.
I can't, I don't know the one from there. Anyway, he said my line. What is my line? What is my line, Stephen?
I don't know. It's
okay.
Stacy knows.
What does Aguna always say his line is?
I don't remember.
And I'm giving you the watch. Surprise!
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing with you, man. Yeah,
anyway,
but you know what? You came up with that before you said it. You said it like 12 years ago. Before you said it, I never heard anybody say surprise.
Well, Stephen A. Smith just said it. And I said, boy, he must have been listening to the show.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I know. I forgot he was on a soap opera for a little while. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't know. Soap opera. I had no idea until I heard that. I'm trying to find it now so I can play it because it's just unbelievable. Whatever Todd's, whatever we say on the show, whether, people seem to
take it and run with it.
I saw the clip. I saw the clip about a year or two ago, and he wasn't bad. Stephen A. Smith wasn't bad. He's not a bad actor.
Right.
And that's great. That's great that he's not a bad actor, but he doesn't have to take our line. Take Todd. So anything, Todd, you say, they're going to probably, I don't know.
Yeah, it leaves me incredulous, Todd.
From your two lips.
You said you have crabs?
No, I said it leaves me incredulous.
Oh. I thought you said you had crabs. I misheard.
I wish I did. I wish I had some.
I thought you did have the crabs.
All right, so we're gonna move on. You're wasting my time, Todd. We're gonna move on.
I want some West Coast crabs.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to.
Why would you wish for something like that? Doesn't it make you itch?
No, I'm not allergic to seafood.
Oh,
Keith, I think you want to talk about. What did you want to talk about, Keith?
Don't tell me. Let me guess. White girls?
Yeah.
Dungeness crabs. I like Dungeness crabs.
Yeah. Yeah, my heroes.
Either white girls, white boys, or gays.
Yeah, my heroes, Todd.
Yeah, I know it.
These ladies.
Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, she contacted me. I sent her a word of encouragement
Who
from
did?
the scriptures, and she
Who?
said,
You
"This
sent
is
who?
this is Sophie Cunningham, and she
Who is
on X.
that?
I
She's
did
a
it on X,
basketball player,
Oh,
WNBA.
okay.
and on X. And Stephen, I thought to my surprise, she sent a response saying thank you for the kind words. And she's a Christian, she's conservative, she's a Trump supporter.
Oh,
You, yeah. I know you don't like that, Stephen, but
And that gets you
uh,
excited,
I
huh?
don't know any reason to support Trump at this point. I really just don't. I wish
well,
I did. I just
Well, it
don't have it.
sounds like she's the woman of your dreams, Keith.
Why don't you marry
I'm
her? Why don't you
currently
marry her,
married.
Keith?
Oh, he's already married. He
I'm
can't
already
marry
happily
her.
That
He's
doesn't
married.
mean he can't marry somebody else.
She's not the woman of my dreams. I married the woman of my dreams. Thank you. But anyway, of course, men have a lot of dreams, but we have to be recognized as men that we can only
Yeah,
have
yeah.
one.
I don't
Right,
know, man.
Stephen?
If I've been married to a woman for
Since
a long time, but I had an opportunity to get a woman like that because she thanked you. If I had an opportunity to get a woman like that, Keith, I'd jump all over that, man. I think
oh
she's hitting
yeah,
on you, man. I think she's hitting on you, man. I mean, I
oh
ain't
yeah,
saying nothing. I don't say nothing against your wife or anything, but I'm gonna tell
no,
you what. That little girl's sweet, but she's probably 6'4" or something. She's probably taller than you.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, Keith, you said a man of God can only have one wife. That's not true. How many
Yeah,
Yeah.
wives did
according to
Moses
scriptures.
have? How
Right.
Yeah,
many
according to
Right.
wives did
scripture.
Hello, can you answer the question? How many wives did Moses have?
As
Oh my
many as he
God.
wanted.
Moses had one wife.
Ma'am, he did not.
Moses had one wife.
Okay. I don't know what Bible you're reading, but
All
you
right.
could marry lots
If
of
you want to,
women.
No, he had a lot of handmaids. He had handmaids, but
Get
they were
out of
not.
my
Well,
face.
where do you think? Where do you think they got their handmaids from? Think about it, Keith.
They were not
Where do you,
wives.
where do you think they? What do you think they? What do you think their job was?
No, they were not wives.
They were
Like
handmaids.
Solomon.
Think about it,
They
Keith.
could have
Now, if you want to
as
use an
many wives as
example,
they
if you
wanted.
want to use an example to try to justify what you want, then you should use Solomon. Solomon had 700 wives.
Doesn't
Okay,
Good
matter. All
grief.
of them.
doesn't
I'd
make
They
say
it
all
right.
had
Moses
a lot of
because
wives.
that's who you're more familiar with rather than Solomon. And our listeners would know Moses as opposed to Solomon. So, anyway, you can have as many wives as you want, Keith. This is America.
Right.
Sorry, buddy. The Bible tells
all
me to
right.
have one
Thank you.
wife.
The Bible tells
Move
you to
on.
multiply, Keith. You can't multiply with one woman. You
And
can
you have
multiply with a
one
bunch of women.
wife.
Once the love affair is over, Keith, it's over.
Yeah, you gotta spread your love, man. Spread your love. That's what you
All right.
gotta
Thank
do.
you.
I'm with him.
Yeah. All right. Listen
Yeah.
to this.
I'm with
That was
Todd.
President Donald Trump handing over the World Cup trophy to tournament winners Spain. After congratulating some of the Spanish players, Trump then steps to the side of the celebrations before breaking into one of his signature dance moves with several Spain players joining in. Moments later, FIFA President Gianni Infantino moves towards Trump. He then gestures in Trump's direction, a moment that quickly drew attention on social media, with some speculating Infantino wanted Trump to move away from the trophy lift. This isn't the first time Trump has been at the center of a soccer trophy celebration. At the 2025 Club World Cup final, Trump presented the trophy to Chelsea captain Reece James, and then remained on stage for the trophy lift. That was President Donald Trump.
Okay. Anybody? First, congratulations to Spain on winning the World Cup.
I don't know if anybody remembers, but I had Spain since the beginning. They were my big pick. And I asked Gunnar, I said, Gunnar's been naming off other teams. I said, Gunnar, what you think of Spain? He's like, I think they got a chance. I said, I hope they have a chance because I bet on them big. I bet on Spain. I was so happy they won because Argentina was getting all kinds of stupid non-calls the whole time, and everybody loved them. And not everybody loved them. Everybody knew that they were cheating. There's something, the whole soccer tournament was cheating for them, but they didn't do it for this. And Spain was the best team. and they had the best goalie, and they didn't let anybody score for like maybe 1 out of 13 games, one score out of 13. Spain deserved it. Spain is the best team, and I was holding my breath because a lot of times sports and politics and everything else can be skewed for one side or the other. So I was so glad that the good guy could finally win. I was so happy with Spain. And
Steven,
Donald
you
Trump
still
ain't got
believe it?
Donald Trump ain't got no business being up in the way he was, and he looked really stupid. He looked
Steven,
very
how did they
stupid.
cheat? Steven, how were they cheating? I mean,
You got
how
you know
were
you got
they-
Messi, and they let him do anything. They let him. You ain't supposed to touch the ball with your hand. They let him hold the ball and run about 60 feet. They let him do all kinds of stuff. They let him do everything that they would punish somebody else for. They wanted the powers who be wanted them to win, wanted Messi to win, wanted Argentina to win, or whatever. They wanted them to win. So they kept winning, and it kept being suspect to most everybody with common sense that was watching the game saying, we know this ain't cool. We know this ain't cool. Something's not right. But then they got to the final game, and I guess at that point, they went into extra time. At that point, it was 0-0 forever. Went into extra time, and then Spain ended up winning. And maybe they just let these two teams play. I don't know. But I'm not the only one. I'm not saying, but a lot of people say, right? Do you agree, Todd?
Well, I agree, but I still we have to move on because they won, and I want to congratulate them for winning the World Series.
Oh,
Congratulations,
darn it.
Mexico. Congratulations, Mexico, for the World Series, and better luck next time for Argentina.
Wow. Darn it. Todd, I thought you were there, man. We were so close.
All right.
You said congratulations to Spain. Come on, man. It's soccer.
Spain, I thought it was Mexico.
No,
Well,
it's
you know
Spain.
what?
I guess
One is
they all
just
look
like
the
the
same
other.
to you. I guess they all look the same to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Killed, the Pentagon now identifying 2 of the soldiers, Private Isabella Gonzalez of Texas and First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan of Hawaii. What President Trump is now saying, and tonight amid all of this, oil prices up, gas hitting $4 again in the U.S. Martha Raddatz in the region for us, reporting from Jordan tonight.
This is the moment Iranian missiles struck a U.S. base here in Jordan, killing multiple soldiers. Video circulating online showing massive explosions. One missile striking a housing container unit, according to sources, although it is unclear whether that is where the fatalities occurred. Tonight, U.S. Central Command identifying 2 of the soldiers killed, the youngest, 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez of Texas, and 25-year-old First Lieutenant Tyler Feehan of Hawaii. Officials say human remains found are likely those of a 3rd missing service member, still unidentified. And in Iraq, where Iran has unleashed a relentless missile and drone assault, the U.S. says an additional U.S. service member was killed during the controlled detonation of a downed Iranian attack drone. President Trump vowing retaliation, warning Iran will pay many times over for every American soldier killed. And tonight, the U.S. launching new attacks on Iranian military targets for the 10th straight day. And David, tonight, an Iran-backed group is now threatening to block passage of Saudi ships through the Red Sea, with traffic in the critical Strait of Hormuz already way down. All of this sending oil prices higher and gas prices in the U.S. now topping $4 per gallon. David?
Martha Raddatz live at Jordan for us tonight. Martha, thank
you. Get them, Trump. Get them. I don't care about no high gas prices.
Oh, of course you don't. You sound silly.
Get them. Get them.
Do you see this?
Hey, Kate,
Is
Kate,
any of your people in the military?
Hey,
None
Kate,
of your people are in the military.
Kate, why did we
you want
invade?
to go to war?
Take
Can
them
I ask
out.
a question? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Take
Cousin
them out.
Todd, why are you saying what you're saying to Keith?
Because it's warmongers like Keith that have no skin in the game. He was a
Take 'em
draft
out.
dodger, so he never joined the military.
Take them out.
His mother and father and wife, and he has no children, and so he has no skin in the game. So for him to say, good, yay, go over there, kill them all.
Yes.
Why don't
Kill
you
'em.
join the military and you can kill them all?
Kill
but
them.
you cannot be a draft dodger because you did not join the military when the draft was on. So you
I have no
cannot
right
now
to.
say
So I have no
no.
right to speak.
So go ahead,
You-
Keith. You can.
It's
and you
go ahead,
like
Keith,
don't either.
just
respond.
a
You never
minute.
joined the military,
It's just like
and yet you
people who
speak.
don't vote
So you
and
can
they're
join.
complaining. It's like people
You.
who don't vote and
You
they're
don't.
complaining about who the president is.
Did you serve in the military?
Okay.
And why do you have a right to speak?
No, I have not served
So
in
why
the
do you have a
military
right to speak and I don't?
because I'm saying no war. You're saying war.
Yes, that's right. Because they kill our soldiers. They kill us. They kill our soldiers.
How many soldiers have they killed, Keith?
Take them
How
out.
many soldiers? Keith, this is a war. How many?
14.
They have killed hundreds of soldiers over the years.
14.
47 years.
They
Oh,
have not.
47 years.
Okay,
You
let
guys,
Keith speak,
they
please.
were fighting before you were born.
All right, Keith, do you want to continue to comment on why you are in favor of President Trump's response to this?
going
Because
to
first of
war.
all, the right to self-defense belongs to a nation as well as individuals. When someone comes to attack you, you have the right to stop them with force. And that is God's law. It must be obeyed. That's the only way we're going to win. Take them out. That's why.
We didn't
That's why.
get
Yeah, we
attacked,
didn't attack
Stephen.
them. We
They-
didn't attack them. No, we
United
attacked
States
them. They
attacked
didn't
them.
attack us. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm
47
sorry.
years.
Stephen, it's your turn.
Oh, yeah. We attacked them during
Yes.
negotiations. We attacked Iran during negotiations. They didn't attack us, Keith. You call yourself a Christian? You want to murder people? You want to kill them all? And you call yourself a Christian? You know what Christ would say? He doesn't want war. But you say you want war. You are with the Antichrist. You are with the Antichrist, Keith. Right? You want them all dead. How many? Right? How can so few soldiers die? Why are these Iranians so bad? Keith, everything you know is propaganda that's been buried in your brain. It's not
Take
real.
them out. I bet you Aguna
take
would
them
agree
out.
with me.
Why? Take who out, Keith?
I bet
Take who
Aguna
out?
would agree. Take out the
Who,
leaders.
Keith?
The leaders, the terrorist leaders.
They're not terrorists.
I'm talking
Israel
about
and the
them.
United States are the terrorists of the world. We are the terrorists of the world. They're not. They're freedom fighters. They're fighting for their families. They're fighting for them for their livelihoods. We're in there. We started the war with Iran. We started the war with Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya. We started all the wars. We're the bad guys. We're the bad guys, dude. It's not that hard. Okay, sorry, Stacey.
A viewer, Ken Clark, 1138, says Keith will be too busy with training ICE agents to stop and join the military. Guna, this new attack on the United States and the response by the United States, do you want to discuss your view on it?
You said a new attack? Or, I mean, they've been...
After they killed the American service members, and now the United States has been attacking Iran for like 9 or 10 straight days.
Yeah, I mean, the Iranians have been responding by tactical strikes against our assets in the region for a while. I mean, I think part of it is a slow response or the lack of transparency on part of the military. They're trying to keep things close hold in order to, not to jeopardize the mission. I mean, again, this is what they're saying. But at the end of the day, I mean, that region is very volatile.
And we have no business there.
But I mean, I wonder, Stephen was saying all this, that Iranians aren't terrorists and stuff. Would you live in Iran? Would Stephen live in Iran? None of us would want to live there. So now, I'm not saying that
whether he wants to live there or not has nothing to do with the fact.
Yeah,
that
I would live in Iran because Iran treats Christians well. Iran is not a backwards terrorist state. What you know is what they tell you. It's not true. Iran is a civilization that goes back 5,000-6,000 years. We only been here 250.
I know the history of Iran, and they're
I would want to live there. I would want to live there. Yes, sir.
You would not want to live over there.
I would want to live in Iran. Yes, sir.
They
absolutely.
would kill you for having long hair. Okay, you couldn't look like you do and be over there. They think you were a zealot or something. Now check this out. At the end of the day, I mean, this is more than just nuclear deterrence that's having us strike Iran. I mean, I mentioned
It has nothing to do with nuclear deterrence.
I
It has
know.
nothing to
You
do.
will let me finish
Nothing.
my statement.
That's
All right,
true.
sorry,
That's
man.
what the word in
Exactly what I just
edgewise.
said.
If you can get a word in
There's
edgewise,
nothing
Aduna.
it is more to do with, actually where the money is in the oil, right? So Iran didn't trade oil in U.S. backed dollars, neither did Venezuela. And by going there and disrupting the supply chain, whether the Strait of Hormuz is open or not, it doesn't matter. What's happening is a shift in like this global supply chain of oil. Who's buying oil? We're not getting it from the getting it from the Gulf, Persian Gulf. We're getting it from the United States. And by the way, they're trading it in U.S. backed dollars. That's why you don't see a tremendous impact to the stock market. The problem with that is not everybody trades in the stock market, so most Americans aren't really feeling, the stability that's happening because of companies, in particular banks, continue to be stabilized because again they're trading oil and commodities in U.S. backed dollars.
The only thing we're feeling is the high prices at the pump.
Yeah, but prices. But if you look at it, but I know there wasn't a lot talked about it, but the president talked about price gouging because again, we don't have a supply chain issue. The oil isn't in short supply. It's just a matter of the speculators hedging. This is why OPEC was always hedging their bet and making prices high. There's no short supply of oil. That's a misnomer. What's happening is the brokers are setting the prices. That's why you haven't seen oil jump back up over $100 a barrel because it's not that it's in short supply. They're just rerouting.
And not yet, but it will.
No, it won't.
Now let me say this.
So you saw the spike in the summer. You saw the spike in the spring. It kind of stabilized. It didn't go straight back up. The reason why is because
it's climbing now.
Only moderately. It jumped high in the spring. Yeah, it's ticking up again because again you're dealing with price gouging. They're not because
It's not price gouging. You know what? It should be a lot higher than it is. It's not price gouging. If things are still going, it's not just gas and everything. It's everything that goes through there that's going to be screwed up. We are in a desperate situation right now. It's not price gouging. Gas should be $5 a gallon on average right now at least. They're keeping it artificially low.
Let me say this: Iran made a couple $1 billion, around maybe $6 billion, when we allowed them to send their ships full of oil outside the Strait of Hormuz. When we did like a ceasefire, we did a brokerage thing where we took a break and hiatus.
The MOU,
they made $6 billion as they sent their ships full of oil to China.
Yeah. They're still making money. They're still going to make money. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't do anything about it.
But don't you
the
feel
United
good?
States is not going to stop them.
We're kicking somebody's ass. We should feel good.
We're not kicking anybody's ass.
If you look at this, according to the Wall Street, excuse me, can you see this? According to the Wall Street Journal, and that was written July 21st at 8:01 p.m. today. 8:01 p.m. It was updated. Hegseth estimates the cost of the Iran war at $37.5 billion,
which is not true. That is not true. That is such a low number.
Yeah, because it's really costing $2 billion a day.
Excuse me. Let's see what he
has.
That's
Americans' jobs. That's American jobs.
That's right.
You just stop in Iran. In the blockade, bring all of our warriors home. What would be the consequences of that, in your estimation?
Sure. I think termination criteria is always a political decision. However, I assess that Iran will continue to be a challenge moving forward. So we have to be thoughtful.
Will they put tolls on the strait?
I don't know, sir. That's a decision that's a hypothetical and will depend on what happens.
It's not hypothetical. We've got a blockade to stop it.
We do, sir. That's
General,
putting
I want you to
economic
look me in
pressure
the
on
eye.
Iran.
I'm not asking you for
Oh, listen at
trying to
this.
get you in trouble. I know your advice to the president is
Slow
private,
pitch.
but this is serious as 4 heart attacks and a stroke. Now, what happens if we come home and end the blockade to the world?
Sir, Iran has the potential to continue to be a threat, and we will need to prepare military
Will they
options to
toll
do
the
that.
strait?
Sir, that's a hypothetical question, and I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, it's
And
not
the answer is
hypothetical.
yes.
We come home. It's not going to be hypothetical. You know that, General, and I do too. And I appreciate your discretion, but we're down to it. We need some hard answers and some straight talk. What'll happen, Pete?
I can answer it.
Senator, I would agree with the chairman, but the likely outcome is they would try to impose their will on the waterways in ways that the world would not like. Call it a toll, call it a fee, call it an exchange, call it control. They would do something that they would try to hold it at issue. Yes, sir.
Would they try
do the same thing?
to
You can't do nothing about it.
commence development again of a nuclear warhead?
If we bring our soldiers home, if we withdraw,
Part of the reason
that'll
President
create a
Trump had to
void.
have the courage to do what he did after Midnight
Withdraw.
Hammer is that they didn't give up their ambitions, even
withdraw,
though their
that
nuclear
creates a
sites had
void
been
for the
obliterated. So
terrorists.
this is a regime hell-bent on nuclear ambitions, and
Guys,
President
we
Trump's
need
been willing to
straight
go after it.
answers. We need straight answers.
They have no nuclear ambitions. They don't need nuclear
Do we have the
ambitions.
ability to destroy whatever is underneath Pickaxe Mountain?
Senator, a lot of our capabilities are classified, but if anybody in the world can reach anything on God's green earth, it's the United States military, the most powerful military in the world. It's all about options and trade-offs.
All right. I'm going to take a little extra.
What's so funny,
Yeah.
though, Todd?
That's right.
Because he's not
we're not-
answering.
We don't
He's not
back down from
answering.
nobody, Stephen. We're not backing down from nobody.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. We've already
me.
lost the war. We're trying to find an easy way out, man.
Okay, excuse me.
I pity the fool, like Mr. T said. I pity the
First
fool.
off, please don't talk through the video. People are trying to watch, and you guys
We,
are talking.
but
nobody's
Stacey, to be
watching.
fair, we all did equally, except you. You did good. All of us did. We did poorly. We got a D.
No, you got an F. You failed.
No, I'm scoring. I'm doing the scoring. I scored us on a curve.
We have more videos.
Stephen, what are you
We
scared
have
of?
wait.
Let's
We
teach
have
them
more videos to come. When we play the videos, don't talk through the videos. I'll allow you to talk after the videos. Let the
I
people.
know you hate it, but we're just charged up tonight. Might be the forthcoming of a full moon.
Aguna, please, your response to Hegseth and General Kane, Secretary Hegseth, Department of War, and General Kane on what would happen if we bring our troops home, or what would happen to the Strait of Hormuz.
You asked
Oh,
me
it's
first, and now
interesting.
you switched it and got the mouth almighty. But go ahead.
Mouth almighty! Let him go for an hour. He'll
Don't
finish the
hate
show
Todd.
for us. You're right, Todd. He'll
Don't
finish
hate
the
me
show.
because you ain't me, Todd. Don't hate me because you ain't me.
No,
All
we'll
right,
finish that because she lets you go forever. She
Yeah,
thinks
here's the thing.
she thinks your voice sounds like Marvin Gaye.
I know. I appreciate that. I take the compliment. And so it's interesting to see what played out just now because, as from a military standpoint, our military and our generals are always ready to carry out the mission. So they're not going to back down. Whenever they're called upon, they're ready to go to war. They're ready to fight. And they're never going to tell the administration that we can't accomplish the mission or we're not prepared or we can't do this, we can't do that. They're going to figure out the way and they're going to wing it, not necessarily wing it, but they're going to play out scenarios in which an outcome is going to come one way or another. Now, the interesting part about that, typically there's a balance there. So usually you have the State Department and the Department of War now working together for a diplomatic outcome or some type of reasonable outcome. But what you have here, because the administration is looking to go to war and looking to deter through military action, you have a situation where both the secretary and the chair of the Department of Defense are saying, "Hey, look, we're accomplishing the mission. We're going to pound the crap out of them until eventually they give up." Problem is, what does that look like?
You
Iran is being very tactical.
can't.
Shush, Todd. Shh.
they're being very tactical. They haven't really did a full-blown retaliatory strike against us because, again, they're responding in kind to what we're doing. So if we ratchet it up, they're going to ratchet up. Problem is there's no balance there because there's no negotiation happening because they don't negotiate like we would negotiate. The administration is trying to, take Iran at their word. Iranians will tell you anything and still not do what they say they're going to do. And this administration is kind of the same way. They're saying one thing and they're going to do another. So you have two different types of negotiation tactics and nothing's happening. So what's going to happen is this is going to play out and continue to play out. I don't think they're going to have boots on the ground, but there's going to be a war of attrition in which public opinion is going to sour because they already look at Todd's face. He already doesn't like this war. He's ready to say something bad about the president, right? But at the end of the day, this is what we signed up for. Trump said peace through strength, and he's doing it by attacking Iran because that's going to deter them. And it's interesting because he's relying a lot on
Israeli military
intelligence. This whole this hacksaw.
What is he deterring them from?
The Israel Defense Ministry is the one that told him about that.
Okay, but what is he deterring them from? What is Trump deterring them from?
He's saying a nuclear weapon. However, he's deterring them from selling oil in like yen or whatever they're selling it to in China. He's deterring Iran from selling oil to China. That's what this is about. It's not about
already sold them to China and got $6 billion. Trump allowed that to happen. What are you talking about?
They're not doing it now. He put a blockade on it. He's bombing the hell out of them. And so what's going to be interesting is to see whether or not he goes after their infrastructure. So he's already commented and hinted around it. So if he goes after their infrastructure and they respond in kind, you're going to see a big escalation. You already see the folks down in Yemen, the Houthis or whatever they are. They're talking about closing the Strait of the Red Sea. So we're going to see what's going on, with that. But yeah, this is one of those things where he's making the administration making a calculated decision that being in a war will be popular and help with like elections. But he also
knows better than that.
How? How can war be popular?
Don't answer. I have something. I have to move on.
It's a distraction because he made $2.9 billion in the last year in office.
So if we have a viewer, it says Janine Hamilton, 1986, I think that says, God forbid if our troops go on the ground. Prayers going up.
Right on. We don't want that smoke. Right on. I love that person who said that. We don't want it. We don't want that. You are delusional. You're delusional.
Who's delusional?
Aguna.
What? For what? Saying that
you're delusional that you think that the United States is going to beat Iran at anything. That we have something for Iran. We have nothing for Iran. We have nothing for Iran.
So you think that Iran can beat us?
Voted for?
Iran will destroy us. Yes.
Yes.
That's what you voted for?
Yeah, Iran, because Iran has God on their side. We don't have God on our side in this country. Iran has God on their side. Iran is Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
What the hell are you talking about?
For 47
Look at
years,
the patterns. Wait a minute. Look at the patterns of the United States.
They have been harassing us and the world for 47 years.
That's not true, Keith. That's not true.
Get rid of them. These leaders, we've already killed a few of them, but we need to get to all these leaders.
We murdered them, cowardly. We murdered them.
I know what I'm talking about because I live not far from the Iranian or the Persian Jews who live here in Los Angeles. There is a large number of Persian Jews who can tell you much more. If they be on this show, they would just tell Stephen where to go because
I think we should
what in the hell are you talking about?
Right,
Stephen, go ahead.
Tell Stephen where to go.
Yeah. Look at the pattern of the United States and what they've done since 250 years. Look at the pattern of the United States and look at the pattern of Iran for 5,000 years, 6,000 years when they were Persia. All this time, they don't do what we do. We take over places that have got democratically elected people and we take them out and we put our own people there. This is what our country does. This is what the United States does. What are we celebrating, Keith? We are murderers. We are murderers. We steal everything. We came to this country and we destroyed the Indians. What are you talking about, Keith? What is Iran done? Iran doesn't go around the world and colonize the way the United States does. We are colonizing. Where did we just go? Venezuela. We joined Venezuela and we kidnapped their president and we took over their country for oil. You put your thumb down? What? You know what? Keith, your problem is wait a minute, Keith, your problem is you support your country before you support God. Before you support your creator, you support your country. You put God first and you don't, Keith.
You think
don't.
God is in favor of the
1986 said
Iranians?
Iran was before America existed. Cousin Todd.
What are you guys talking about? This is
yeah,
crazy.
Iran was well away before. And Iran doesn't do any. Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, all these people have done is try to protect themselves from the evil that is the United States that kills these innocent Muslim people. They kill innocent Muslims in Iraq.
Thank
you would not live in Iran, though, Stephen. You'd rather be here than
Janine
Iran.
Hamilton said Iran isn't going anywhere.
Get your
Cousin
Iranian
Todd.
passport.
Finally, Cousin Todd.
I'll prove it to you. I'll move to Iran.
Yeah, right.
I am
put some money on that one.
Cousin Todd.
Just see that.
Okay.
I'm pro Iran in this war.
Oh, Jesus
all right.
Christ. Stop
okay, just let me say a few things. One is, Stephen, I agree with some of the things you're saying, but it is such an about face because I can remember me saying
180
about America and the natives, and you said, "Oh, get out of here. That's not true, Todd. Everybody conquers everybody." Blah,
Even
blah,
if you don't
blah.
like this country, get out.
I said at the time, that's how things were. We had slavery, that's how things were. We had the Indians, that's how things were. But that's how I made it in my brain that was all right, but it's not all right. And what we're doing now is not all right. What we are doing now is not cool. We should not be taking presidents of countries and taking over their countries. We should not be doing this. We should not be ripping it. But I just connected all the dots. That's all, man. Sorry, go ahead.
When we told you this, when we told you that Israel
you didn't tell me shit.
We did. You didn't listen. You didn't listen. That even proves it. That's my point.
Steven, now you're in timeout. You're timeout, Steven.
Timeout. Potty mouth.
Okay, let me.
I don't have no timeout.
Steven, you said that anytime.
And wait a minute, Aguna, you're not letting Todd finish. Todd didn't even get his point out, Aguna. Now, Janine Hamilton said, "Amen, Stephen."
With his potty mouth.
Well, let me just say,
it's a freedom of speech. It's a freedom of speech.
No, not cursing on this show. There is no freedom of speech when it comes to cursing.
Okay.
This is a dictatorship. No cursing.
It wasn't a curse word.
Wash your mouth out with soap.
Wash my mouth out with soap, bitch.
You
it never learns. You would not live in Iran.
You're not going to tell me I can't say curse words. Get the hell out of here, man. Y'all not going to tell me I can't say curse words when I want to say curse words. It's freedom of speech. I'm not doing anything physically to you. I'm just talking. I'm saying words.
No.
Get out of here. The reason we can do this talk show is because we can say words that we want to say. Don't act like you're 4 years old, Stacy. Don't act like you're 4 years. Don't act like you're 4 years old. Be an adult. Be an adult. Just be a normal human being. Just be a normal human. I love everybody. Just be a normal person. We're not 4 years. Oh my God, she said the B word. Ooh, we're children. Stop being a child. Stop being a child.
I can't even get a word in.
Go in, Todd. Todd, please go, bro. Please go.
Okay. So I'm going to move off of what I've been telling you for years, and now you finally got on board. But I also want to talk about the fact that the United States and Europe are the ones that got this thing started between Israel and the Arabs.
Right. Well, Iranian is Arabs, but not all of them are Arabs.
Let Todd finish, please.
I'm just trying to keep it on track. I'm not trying to jump on it.
We had no business getting involved in that whole thing. Just like we had no business going to war because Israel wanted us to go to war. Trump said he will not get in any more Middle East forever wars.
Right. And that's why I voted for him, because he said that. Right.
And then he immediately did that.
Then
and
I didn't flip-flop. I stayed consistent.
Well,
that's a lie.
That's not a lie. I stayed consistent because he said he wouldn't start a war. And when he started a war with Iran, I got off.
This is Todd. You won't let Todd talk. He didn't stop you from talking.
Yeah, he does all the time. He does all the time.
Listen to Kerry, how crazy he is. So anyway, so we knew Trump is not to be believed. We knew that, Stephen.
Yeah, no, I was a never Trumper in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2020.
All right. So anyway, now the thing is he went to war and now we're stuck in this war where it's costing billions and billions of dollars. I don't know how many billions of dollars this is costing a day.
Todd, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet, brother. You ain't seen nothing yet.
I was talking about the last war we were in for 20 years.
Right.
And I think Stacy is the one that said it cost $100 million a day.
Right.
For 20 years.
Right.
And so, Stephen, I was telling you, I didn't care how the president got us out of that war, long as he got us out. This is Joe Biden. And you were talking about how ugly it was and blah, blah. It's no more $100 million a day.
But it was still ugly. You can be objective and say it was ugly.
It doesn't matter how ugly. War is always ugly.
But I'm with you. I'm glad we got out of the war. I'm glad we got out of the war. I'm with you on that.
So just the fact that they're saying $100 million a day and they're telling people like you and Keith and Guna, you can't afford health care. See, if you can't afford it, you can't have it.
Right.
If you happen to have a job that doesn't offer it, how can you afford to pay for it? So you can only afford it if you're rich. If you're poor and or middle class, which you people call middle class, you can't afford health care. And that is a disgrace. This is America.
Todd, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but do you think we could afford health care if we stopped giving so much money to Israel? Do you agree with that? Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Number one. Number two, these wars. I said it was $100 million a day.
Right.
So that money could have gone to healthcare. This is what I heard was between $1 and $2 billion a day. That's why when Hegseth just said 37 billion, no, it's more like 100 billion that was spent on this war thus far.
Yeah, and they want like 1.5 trillion more. They want 1.5 trillion.
Let's watch this. Look at this.
Stick to the subject.
But anyway,
everything they cry about.
Once again, how is it more expensive to the American people to cut their taxes or to say that I get to keep more of my money? How is that more expensive for me?
You don't get to keep more of your money.
For the government. They're saying yes. The government.
Well, I am the government.
Thank you,
Stephen. You would listen. I'm not necessarily against cutting taxes. I've never been against
Stephen
cutting
is the
taxes.
government. You are the government.
I'm not against cutting
Stephen
taxes.
is the government. You are the government. I am the government. Todd is the government. Stacey is the government.
Nice arguing with himself.
Stephen.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Tax cut says to offset the massive costs of the tax cuts. The House Republicans have proposed tougher eligibility rules for Medicaid benefits, new limits on nutrition assistance for low-income families, and a rollback of clean energy tax credits adopted by former President Biden.
Mm-hmm. None of that will pass. None of that will pass. I'm sorry.
Tax cuts, energy production, and immigration crackdown. How can they feature an immigration crackdown when they're letting in South Africans?
What they let in 50, Stacy? I know they're white, but they're all right. Is that okay? They let in 50 people. The group that y'all support let in about 20 million people unvetted into this country. You got a problem with 50 white people.
Who is this?
Please.
Medicaid cuts. There's about 1 million illegals on Medicaid right now. What they do is cut those people off. They don't deserve our Medicaid. Everything that they've done, everything the last administration does, hurts Medicaid. What they're trying to do now is save Medicaid by cutting all the crap out of it. That's what they're trying to do. They're not cutting people's business. They're not trying to hurt anybody. They're trying to help Americans.
Yes, they are.
What this administration is doing is helping Americans and not helping people that came here illegally in the last 4 years and before that. They're trying to help American people. That's why they want to make America great again for all Americans, even you. Well, they're going to make Medicaid for when you get old and you might need Medicaid or somebody you know. It's going to be there. All of these things, Social Security is going to be there.
He needs Medicare. Everyone gets on Medicare at 65, not Medicaid.
Oh, Medicaid. I get them all too. I'm so young. I don't need either one of them. I got my own insurance.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what he's doing, I don't agree with everything, but I like it. Pass it. It's good. It's better than what we've had. And as country's headed in the right direction. We were in the wrong direction. And if y'all would just get out of the way or maybe come with us and let's all work together to make the country a better place. That's all the man is doing. He's trying to make a better place for even you, Todd. He's trying to make the place better for everybody.
Lord, have mercy.
Hey, who's that jackass?
He's making his world a better place. His own world a better place.
Oh my God. Do you see that, Stephen, how crazy you were? And I was trying to
I don't like that, man. I don't appreciate that. I'm going to come down and I'm going to give you a purple nurple.
Get out the way, Stephen. Let us bomb Iran and let's stop them from having a nuclear missile. And we're going to make this country great again. We're going to keep this country great.
See that? Yeah. And we're going to get those illegals off of Medicaid.
That's right.
Illegals will never on Medicaid.
Let ICE do what it's got to do. Okay? Move out the way, Stephen, and let this country.
I don't know why y'all are so happy because you don't have a side to support. There's no side to support in this country. I don't know why you're so happy and laughing, any of y'all, because there's no side to support because they are all on the same side. No. They all get richer. All of these politicians get richer. And Donald Trump has gotten richer. Donald Trump has gotten more rich than all the presidents before him combined in this last year and a half or 2 years, whatever it's been. Donald Trump has got richer than everybody. And we're laughing. But guess what? All of us are in trouble. And you know what? I told you back in 2016, I said I'm worried. I didn't know why, but I've got like some brain thing. I was worried about black people when Donald Trump won in 2016. And I didn't know why. I was worried about it. But guess what? Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, and now that he's got all this power and everything that they're doing, the first people they're going after is black. The second people is brown. The third people is whoever it is. But what I'm saying is I knew at that time instinctively that I should be worried about it because what they're going to do is what they need to do is eliminate people. That's why I'm here, my brother. That's why I'm here because we all still have time. We all still have time to come together. We all still have time to come together.
I blame you.
After the decision to fire Mikhailo Fedorov.
Don't let them separate us.
First of all, their main demand was to reinstate the defense minister, and we still don't know if that's going to happen. Fedorov's further fate is as yet unknown. Volodymyr Zelensky's statement didn't say anything about him, but very soon when it emerged that Mikhailo Fedorov had been fired essentially because of his conflict with the chief of staff, Alexander Syrsky, protesters started demanding in no uncertain terms that Alexander Syrsky be fired. And it really became their main demand. I was at the protest in Kyiv yesterday, and there was a strong feeling there that this was only going to be a matter of time, that the protesters would be listened to and be heard by Volodymyr Zelensky, even though there are no elections in Ukraine at the moment, or perhaps because there are no elections in Ukraine at the moment, public opinion expressed through protest is something that the executive feel that they absolutely have to listen to. And it was only a few thousand people in the biggest cities. In most of the regional capitals in Ukraine, there were protests, but most of them were relatively small by the standards of protest that you see in countries like France, for example. But it's considered that in wartime, people going out onto the street like that, even if it's just a few thousand, it's a lot. And most importantly, there was a strong feeling that this was a view that was shared clearly by the majority of public opinion. All sorts of opinion leaders on social media, whether in the military, whether in politics, whether in think tanks, were saying that Zelensky had made the wrong decision by firing Fedorov, and that criticisms against Alexander Syrski were valid. And one of the main people criticizing Volodymyr Zelensky's decision to fire Mikhailo Fedorov was Mihailo Drapati, who the president has now announced will be replacing Syrski as head of the armed forces. So he's Fedorov's ally. He is the one that Fedorov wanted to see in that place. And he is definitely the one that most of the protesters I spoke to yesterday wanted to see named into that position to replace Alexander Syrski.
Britain gets a new prime minister tomorrow. It's 7th in a decade. CBS's Lee Canary at our London bureau with more on who he is and why this is happening now. Lee.
Good evening. Unlike a president, the prime minister isn't voted into power. Members of the ruling party choose their leader, in this case replacing the Labour Party's Sir Keir Starmer with a self-declared socialist. Andy Burnham tried twice before to become prime minister, but it appears the third time's the charm.
We now come to Andy Burnham, member for Makerfield.
Some call Andy Burnham the King of the North. He's been mayor of Manchester, home to around 3 million people, for 9 years, popular for leading the city out of COVID and nationalizing the bus system, making things work for working people. In the top job, he says he'll do the same, nationalize essential services like transport and energy.
It will take us to a country where life is more affordable.
He's under pressure to allow for new drilling for North Sea oil to help with costs, but that's not been confirmed. President Trump posted about the idea, saying it would be very much appreciated by everybody. Asked how he'll deal with Trump.
I'll just meet him where he's at. And, I'd like to think I've got some personality myself, and I'll just, I'll deal with him very upfront in the same way I think he likes people to deal with him.
On foreign policy, Burnham's expressed support for NATO and backs Ukraine, but he may be tested quickly on Iran, Jerika, as he'll have to decide whether the UK keeps letting the US launch strikes from British bases.
Lee.
Outbreak continues today as investigators are still searching for the source of the spread. After singling out Taylor Farms in Salinas, California for supplying some of the contaminated lettuce from a farm in Mexico, the FDA retracted that allegation, saying its test of that lettuce produced a false positive. Robert Handa from NBC Bay Area has more on the unusual flip-flop and whether Taylor Farms is in the clear yet.
The FDA said publicly that Taylor Farms remains a focus of its investigation into the Cyclospora outbreak. That comes after the agency admitted this weekend recent tests that showed the parasite in the lettuce from a Taylor Farms supplier in Mexico turned out to be a false positive. Taylor Farms issued a statement over the weekend saying the FDA acknowledged the false positive, but the company would continue its voluntary recall anyway. Taylor Farms became the focus after numerous people got sick from Taco Bells in the Midwest, which got its lettuce from Taylor Farms. People in Salinas we talked to said they believe the false positive shows Taylor Farms is not responsible.
I think the FDA should have apologized sooner. As soon as they found out, they should have. And I don't know if that was as quick as was possible or not. But no, I'm not concerned.
The head of the Monterey County Farm Bureau points out this one false positive is not the whole story, since Cyclospora is extremely difficult to detect through testing. But he says it shows the test that linked Taylor Farms initially was not as conclusive as it appeared from the FDA's first announcement.
I think it does admit that Taylor Farms does not have any fault in this particular adulteration episode.
Did the FDA move too quickly to announce it in the first place?
Well, we're not sure how that got out there in the first place. So I think it's a little bit of understanding how FDA may have released this information too early. And I think there'll be probably some discussion and investigation about that.
Okay. All right, let's start our roundtable. We're going to talk about those reports that you just saw first. The firing of the chief in Ukraine. Second, the new prime minister of Great Britain. And third, Cyclospora problems in the United States. We're going to start with Keith, Stephen, Aguna, and Cousin Todd. Keith, just your comments on anyone, all of them, or none of them.
Well, I'll just say that first of all, I have no inclination towards who they hire or fire in Ukraine dealing with the war. Has nothing to do with us. That's on that. But let's see. What I will address is the so-called virus. That false claim by the FDA. They came back and I guess sort of moderately apologized, but that the damage was already done. And I want to respond by saying, thank God, Todd, that I am a Christian and that I believe God's word. God's word is above all diseases. He took our infirmities and bore our sicknesses, for by his stripes I am healed. Jesus is our deliverer. And the same goes in war. But it says here in the scriptures, they will be able to handle snakes safely, and they will drink anything poisonous. It will not hurt them. They will be able to place their hands on the sick, and they will be healed. So by his stripes we are healed. We can drink anything or eat anything poisonous.
Is that in the Bible? Is that King James version?
Whoa. Let me finish. Then you can go on.
Is it King James version?
That is the King James goes into Mark.
Yeah,
16.
King James ain't no good, bro.
That's not King James, that particular version, but there are many versions. You check it out yourself.
Okay. All right. We change the tune.
18. Let me finish. Mark 16:18. If you are a Christian, no need to fear. Just like when COVID was reported, no need to fear. I didn't get COVID, and I ain't getting this.
You got the shot. You got the shot. That's why you didn't get COVID.
A lot of people got shots and they still got COVID. So how do you figure that, my friend? Anyway, I got the shot and I did not get COVID. Yes, that's correct. So I'll admit that. No problem. But was it the shot or was it that my immune system was strong? I would say the latter. My immune system is strong.
Both. All of it goes together.
I know things will harm me, and I am not worried about lettuce. I mean, this is just another farce, another fear.
Yeah, go to Taco Bell, man. Go to Taco Bell. Get you everything they got, man. Right on.
Yeah,
don't worry about
it.
For a lot of different reasons.
Thank you, Keith. Stephen.
I mean, I don't know anybody personally that goes to Taco Bell anymore, but that's fine. I mean, myself, I have right now, I'm gonna confess, I have explosive diarrhea of the mouth, and everybody on this show knows if that's true. And I do believe Russia was always the good guy, and I believe Ukraine is the bad guy, and everything that I've seen ever since the war started is the truth. We give our money to Ukraine, we give our money to Israel, we do this.
Russia's the good guy, you said. Huh? Russia is the good guy
over the Ukraine. Yeah, that's like Russia will cheat. Russia will cheat on their wife, and with a 40-year-old woman, and then the Ukraine will cheat on their wife with a 10-year-old boy. That's it's a difference between the two. One is a little worse. Maybe they're not perfect. Maybe they'll still cheat, but they'll do something that's really horrific. And that's what the Ukraine is, because the Ukraine, as in China, when they had the Dr. Fauci labs, when they had the Dr. Fauci labs in China that started all that crap with us, they also had them in the Ukraine, and they had it there as well. They had it in other countries, but Ukraine is not a good country. Ukraine is a subsidiary of the country that starts with I, that we're controlled by. And that's the truth. And everything I say is the truth. I don't spread any lies. I'm not suicidal. And I love everybody. Okay. And I don't eat Taco Bell.
Thank you, Aguna.
Everything you said prior was backwards and wrong, right?
Aguna.
Keep playing clips about that.
I can't hear you. It's Aguna's time.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, so I don't know about that Ukrainian general, but I guess it's interesting. 1,000 people came out and protested, and they're replacing general. That's pretty interesting. But anyway, that whole Taco Bell lettuce thing, What wasn't said was the fact that there was a lot of cuts to the FDA and the FDA leading up to that. So there was some impact to their responsiveness.
It took longer to,
early in the spring, and it took longer for them to react and to trace and
Right.
everything like that. So, it goes to show you that, there are some roles for government, but when you cut a lot of the experts, you're going to have the responsiveness. And this is a case of, this would have been a very small case of whatever it is, but it's the optics of it all, getting out in front of it, getting the public information and actually having confidence. Because to say it was a false positive, and just to brush it off, that tells a lot. Why was it a false positive? Was it because it was because there was a mix-up? Was it a training issue? Was it an expertise issue?
Yeah.
So if there's a false positive about this, how do we make sure it doesn't happen again? Whether it's something more major, so it just goes to show you of a broader systemic problem. And then, of course, you
Not
have
to mention the money Taylor Farms have lost.
Right. So of course, they're going to come after the government. They're going to sue. There's going to be more money. So there's going to probably be some ramifications of that. And if you were just to look at the amount of lawsuits the government has entered just as a result since, Trump has been elected, we're always in and out of court somewhere, dealing with either somebody trying to challenge an executive order or trying to go back on some type of deal. And so, or the impact of tariffs, we're still paying a lot for that. Companies are suing the government left and right based on some of the tariffs that the Supreme Court itself deemed unconstitutional. So it's just a matter, there's a lot of chaos going on. And I know, again, this is why Iran is important, because again, you got all this distraction, you got all these different moving pieces happening. And yet, if you look at the money and you look at what's happening, the stock market is staying strong. Why is that? Because people are still finding ways to hedge their bets in this economy. And so, like I said, I think only like 20% of the U.S. own stocks. People are outside of their 401k. So it's not. So just because the stock market's doing great doesn't mean that the broader America is being impacted. And of course, you talked about
they're absolutely not.
That. So, I would love to poll the American electorate and say, are we better off now than we were 4 years ago under Biden? Do you feel better? People were complaining about immigration. There were things that were being complained about, but which one is better? The economy was growing a little bit. There was a little bit more stability, but now you have a lot of chaos going on. We weren't in a lot of wars.
Both sucked. Both of them sucked. Both administrations suck.
So here's the thing. I know Stephen came on here saying that you can't be on. We have nobody representing us, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to pick a side. You're going to have to pick a position. We can't sit here and complain our way to.
And don't forget, Aguna, he used to say, your side is losing.
So, Aguna, what side are you on? Aguna, are you on the Democrat side now? Are you on the Democrat side, Aguna?
I don't know. I don't know what side.
I know you don't know. I don't know either. I don't know. It's all bizarre.
I believe in God.
We need a libertarian. We need you, Aguna, to be our libertarian leader. Or somebody like you.
I'm not the one to be. No.
Yeah, because you're judicial like this. You're equal. You're like that. That's cool, man.
I'll probably be back in Nigeria in a couple months.
I'll be your vice president. Oh, wow. But you were born here, right? Were you born here, Aguna?
I'll come back in 2 years.
Aguna, were you born here?
Yes, I was.
All right, so you can be president, man.
No,
you can be anything you want to be.
Not at all. Not at all. I prefer just to be in the background.
Thank you, Cousin Todd. Thank you.
I can't. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Todd.
I don't blame you, man.
Okay.
Surprise.
Oh, you weren't here when we talked about that surprise. Stephen A. was just on using my line. He was on a soap opera that I just happened to catch for a second.
Stacey sent it to me. You should have trademarked it.
But wasn't that back in 2009, Todd, or like 2008?
Said it today.
Wasn't it a long time ago? No. I think maybe you stole it from him. I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
I think you did. I think you stole it from him. Surprise! But that's all right, Todd. We associated with you, not Stephen A. Smith.
And he didn't say you hate your mother.
But wait, do you know how much money per year Stephen A makes?
Probably
Like 20
about
million?
$100,000 a year.
No,
Probably
he makes
30 million.
$40 million
Oh,
a
Yeah.
year, and he's
Yeah.
stealing. He's using. He didn't steal allegedly. He's using the phrase that Todd uses. I didn't say he stole anything. I said he was using the phrase that Todd.
Todd was the first
All right,
person
you
to
should
ever
be
say
quiet.
surprise. Nobody had a surprise birthday before Todd said surprise.
Okay, so now I wanted to talk about Zelensky and how that it just is what it is.
Yes,
People are
Zelensky's a
protesting.
bad guy. Do you agree he's a bad guy?
You're the bad guy.
You don't think Zelensky's a bad guy?
Okay, this is Todd's
God,
roundtable.
Jesus.
Please stop talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to know his
Stephen.
opinion. I'm sorry.
Quiet, Stephen, please.
And so that was the Zelensky thing. And now I forget the other thing I was supposed to talk about.
Prime Minister of England.
Oh
And
yeah.
And the lettuce.
What
The
he's going
lettuce.
to do, and the lettuce. Okay. What he's going to do is probably ban the United States from launching weapons from England.
What?
The world is turning on America. The world
What did
is
you say
sick
about
of
England?
Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so what they're going to do is probably deny them access. You know, they launch missiles from Europe. And they're probably going to stop allowing them to do that, is what I was saying.
I don't think so.
I do. The world is turning on America because you all elected Donald Trump twice. And Donald Trump is completely crazy.
Trump is a very bad guy. He's a very bad guy.
He doesn't represent all of America, though, and he's only going to be in office for another 2.5 years. Plus, England is an island that doesn't make anything. They don't make
why
anything
are
out of
we
Jack
using what? First of all, they're going to put tariffs on everybody, including England.
Yeah.
So look, they're sick of Trump. They're sick of him. And
But Trump,
that's why,
like I said, Trump doesn't represent all of America.
Yeah, but
He
he does. He does. He does. He is the dictator of the United States. If you're a politician and you don't agree with him, they will get rid of you. He is the dictator of the United States. He is the main man.
It's Todd's.
Oh, sorry, Todd.
You should be happy
We were just having a conversation. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes.
It's a round table.
I know, but you didn't say anything to Aguna for talking to him. I'm just talking to him. That's all I'm doing. I'm not busting his balls.
oh gosh, Stephen, keep
Jesus
your mind
Christ.
out of the
Don't
gutter.
say Jesus Christ.
Oh,
don't say Jesus Christ or Muhammad.
Let me introduce you to a friend of mine.
We're out of time.
Don't say Jesus Christ, man.
Todd, they just talked through your whole thing. We're out of time.
Sorry, Todd. That doesn't mean we don't love you, bro.
You better praise him. Tell him, Keith. You better praise
first
him.
responders in our communities, you make our lives livable. Thank you, thank you, thank you to our women and men of the U.S. military, especially those who gave the ultimate price and sacrificed their lives. We are forever indebted to you. On behalf of Aguna, the voice of reason.
Voice of reason. I try.
Even the independent thinker.
I try like Aguna tries.
The constitutional conservative.
Woo!
And my cousin Todd.
All right, Todd. All right.
Nice eyebrows.
I'm Stacey Johnson. This conversation going on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram at Sporlitiks. Check us out on TikTok at Sporlitiks.com on TikTok. Check us out on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sporlitiks. We're also found on X. Please like and subscribe or like and follow. Please follow us on Twitch. Please follow us and watch us on Stephanie Stallworth's The Flow Television Network. Did I forget any other social media venue that we're on? All right. Thank you. Congratulations, Vice President Vance and his wife on the birth of their fourth child, their son, And we will see
We got a
you.
new house in Middleburg.
And we will see you next week. Good night.
Yeah. Hey, so Todd, I did grill some ribs. I took a video. I'm gonna send it to Stacy.
Oh, get out of here!
Yes,
you did.
What kind of ribs? Beef ribs?
Pork ribs.
Ah,
and look, Todd,
I was hoping it was beef ribs.
Let me see. Put it up there.
Oxtail.
Oh, oxtails. Let me see it. Oh,
I just ate that one.
Wait, we didn't see that. You put it up too fast.
It's a lot of fat on there. It's not a lot of meat on there at all.
I've been eating them. I've been
okay.
eating them.
Okay.
You said that's an ox. You said it's an oxtail.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a tail from the ox.
Yes, Stephen, it's an oxtail, and it is great.
Stephen, you don't know
do you deep fry it?
No.
No.
How do you cook it?
You
just eat it raw? You just eat it raw?
No,
I don't
you
eat
put
it
it
raw,
in,
but I do. You put
boil
in a
it. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
what
you put it in
about
a crock pot. Okay.
how
That's
much seasoning you put on that? Is it hot? Do you put
This is
What?
like this is the more gravy based, not like the tomato based like in the island.
okay. Yeah.
So this is more the southern style. So, but
Yeah.
these things are good.
Okay.
You know, meat falls off the bone. Put it
Okay.
over rice. I got
Yeah.
some greens with some
Yeah.
pig feet in it and pigtails in it.
Pig's feet. That's right up
Tail.
Stacey's alley.
Pigtail.
Do you eat any other part of the ox or just its tail?
Why do you keep dealing with the
Or its entrails? Do you eat its entrails? I don't know. What else do you do with this ox? You just eat the ox tail, or do you eat the ox liver? I don't know. I don't know.
So Nas just sent me this link. I want to show it to you. President Trump, according to WallStreetJournal.com, President Trump approves landmark nuclear deal with Saudi Arabia and a big win for the kingdom. The deal could mean large profits for American companies, but also it's likely to raise concerns about nuclear proliferation in the Middle East. And that was written today at 8:53 p.m. by Michael Gordon.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would worry. Nuclear is where we need to go if we want to sustain everything they want to do with all of this AI and everything else. We need to go nuclear, but we were told by the gasoline people, by the natural gas people, gasoline, coal people, that nuclear was so bad, but it's fake. Nuclear is good. We just need to accept it. That's the problem. If we had nuclear energy, we would be a lot better in the world.
If you let Saudi Arabia have that, then the question comes, what do they do?
What's the next Middle Eastern country? Yeah.
So, I mean, they don't want the Arab states to have nuclear weapons.
No, it's nuclear energy. It's nuclear energy.
But you can make
nuclear weapons.
On that.
Right. Who cares? If everybody has nuclear, then nobody's going to use it. Who cares if Iran has it or Saudi Arabia? Who cares if these people have it? And because if everybody has it, nobody's going to use it. That's how it's always been for the last 70 years. All of us countries have it. We're not going to use it. Why are we scared of Iran having it or Saudi Arabia or anybody else? Because normal people don't want to die.
Okay.
Right?
You need in those oxtails, you need hot pickled pepper juice and hot sauce.
No.
Yes.
No.
You are eating
these oxtails are bad.
You're eating it bland. That's bland. I like spice and
Todd, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's not from around where you are, Todd. He don't know where you are, Todd.
There's a special oxtail seasoning that you can use that you don't need all that hot sauce and all that nonsense with them.
Yes, you do.
So if you have to put hot sauce in anything, that means they're not cooked.
Tomato paste.
No. Hot pickled peppers, first of all, you got to put some of that in there.
No, you make.
I don't know anything about the oxtail. Does that include the anus?
No.
What
you just want to say that word.
He does.
You're an athlete.
I don't know anything about oxtail. Does that include the anus?
Oxtail is oxtail.
I don't know because people eat chitlins and stuff like that. I wouldn't eat chitlins.
Why not?
Oxtail is oxtail.
I would not eat because it's first of all, I'll never eat anything from a pig. I ain't never eaten nothing from a pig. Nothing. And then I'm not eating chitlins. I'm not eating chitlins. I went into an apartment complex with a delivery, and it smelled so bad. I thought it was people that died like a year ago.
You're a mountain man. You're a mountain man. You eat everything. You eat bacon.
I do not eat pork. Never.
You don't eat bacon?
Why would you not? Why would you not?
Because pork is a pig and a pig is a cock.
A pig is a
so crazy.
Yeah, pork is a pig and a pig is a cock. No, because it's filled with parasites and you can't cook them out of the pig. The worst thing you can ever put in your mouth is a pig. It's the worst animal. That's the number one worst animal. And then you take the other animals that they said don't eat. Jesus never said don't eat these animals. It's okay if you eat their animals. They always said don't eat these animals. Don't eat shrimp. Don't eat crab. Don't eat things like this. Don't eat lobster. Don't eat pig.
Okay,
But pig's number one. Pig will fill you full of parasites. Don't eat no pig.
Anything, Stephen, and it won't hurt
I don't do any pig at all.
You can eat anything and it won't hurt.
Yes, God says you can eat anything. They said don't eat pork. And that was in the New Testament because they had no place to store it.
Right, that was in the New Testament. They said it, but it never changed. What the truth is,
when Jesus Christ came and died for our sins on the cross,
he did not die for our sins on the cross. He died because he told the truth, and he said that the religion at the time was horrible, and they were sinners, and they believed in Satan. And he formed whips against them, and they beat the hell out of him, and he flipped their tables. That's what Jesus did. That's what Jesus did. And because of that, they killed him because he told the truth. He said those people were bad people. And the people that run the world right now are the same people. And people like me, we're forming our own whips and we're beating these people. And we're going to beat them because good will defeat evil like it did then. They ended up killing.
Beating them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jesus, you don't know that Jesus said they're the synagogue of Satan.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The money changers.
That's your opinion. You're talking for you. You're not representing. You don't represent.
It's not an opinion.
This is your opinion and your
money changer. It's not my opinion. It's the money changers. It's Jesus Christ's opinion, not mine. If you're anti-Christ, then you're anti-Christ. Then we're not the same.
I want to move on. I want to talk about this. The ribs that you made. You said you made ribs on the grill.
Yeah, I made some ribs on the grill. I'll send you the clip, Todd.
Yeah. Send the clip and that's all you made, just the ribs?
No, I made steak, I had some hot dogs, hamburgers, but it was quick because I didn't have a lot of time.
I had a bison steak today. It was beautiful, man.
And the steaks and stuff.
I was like, hey, Todd. I was like, look, Todd, this is for you.
Oh, nice. Okay, send that.
I'll send this to Stacy.
Yeah, do that. And that's nice.
Yeah, I should have. I had a cast iron pan. I made my bison steak, and it was beautiful.
I said he just clicked onto the show for the last 5 minutes, and Stephen mixed up about 5 stories about Jesus.
Yes, he did. But Stephen, I want you to cook too. Now, what did you cook?
I did a bison steak, like a tenderloin from a bison, and it was absolutely wonderful.
Was it that same bison that flipped that old dude?
Yeah, it was the exact same one. I had paid extra for that. I paid extra for him. Yeah. But, it was absolutely wonderful. I had enough butter, enough salt and pepper, and some red pepper.
What are you cooking, Todd, besides caviar and cream or whatever the hell that?
Ice cream, caviar and ice cream.
We're making USDA American food. We
don't buy anything that says USDA. It's not good food. The USDA is not a good company. They're not good people.
I'm going to cook something, but Stephen,
Yes, sir.
Did you film yourself cooking that? No, you
I
didn't.
didn't. I wish I did, man. I wish I did. I did it, but
Okay,
you know
so-
what? I go to the store tomorrow. I can do it again.
Oh, good.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Yep,
Yeah,
it's
because-
really, 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 really good. I get it hot on every corner of it. I get it super hot. You know, put the heat up high on my cast iron pan.
And that's
get it good, and
gorgeous.
it's oh yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna do that because I'm gonna see it, and
Cousin Todd, do you have something to say about somebody on a show?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I use like a real big hunk of Amish butter, some different peppers and salt. Okay, go please. Sorry,
okay,
Todd.
so I'm gonna cook something too, but in the meantime, there is. Does anybody watch this show called The Valley? I think it's The Valley. Well, there's.
I don't watch TV.
It used to be Vanderpump Rules. And so they did a spinoff in this show called The Valley. And so this girl named Lala is on there. And this girl named Lala, can you imagine a name like Lala? She was on Vanderpump Rules and she was dating a married man. And she said she slept with this married man the first day she met him, and she got a Range Rover the next day. So you would call that kind of person a prostitution whore. And so then she had a friend who was like Eurotrash, but not Eurotrash. He was just from Europe, and he's a DJ, and he had a girlfriend. Well, Lala slept with him while he had a girlfriend. And he said,
"Are you going to come to a point, Todd? Because this is
just shut your pie hole before I go across your face."
Point.
So then
my foie gras is getting cold.
This girl, Lala, said to this girl who she had sex with her boyfriend, "I wouldn't trust you around my man, but you already had sex with her boyfriend." And then there was a black athlete who she had sex with, and she opened his butthole and licked it.
Oh my
God!
God!
A black athlete, and I don't know why she did that for a possible.
This is like listening to you talk about sports.
I'm just telling you what
Eventually,
she did.
you're going to have your mouth on somebody's butthole, Todd. Good God. I'm not judging. I'm not into judging. I don't judge people. Do whatever makes you happy. Whatever blows your skirt up, Todd.
This is what Lala did, and now Lala is going after this.
And you're Lala. All this time, you were Lala.
Look, Keith left. Keith just left.
I don't blame him. I don't blame Keith. I don't blame Keith.
Todd, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Anyway, listen.
Man ain't got no shame.
You're over there, you just want to talk about nasty stuff.
Let's talk about putting a tongue in someone's bunghole, for God's sake.
Lala is going after this boy named Danny.
Oh my God.
She has no storyline. So what she should really do, and I don't know why Andy did not, I mean, why did he bring her on the show? But he probably figured she's going to sleep with somebody's husband at some point, or maybe take her clothes off in front of all the
Lala's
boys.
on like the Real Housewives or something?
It's sort of like the Real Housewives, but it's on, it used to be called Vanderpump Rules, and now it's The Valley. And
But it's always been about licking somebody's butthole? Or did that just start with Lala?
You realize that whole culture.
I gotta know. I gotta know. I'm ADD. I'm ADHD. Does it always wrap around buttholes?
Wait.
That's why
This is
Trump
bringing
is
our
president.
show down.
Yes.
Well, that's why Trump is president, because the
Thanks, Todd.
That's why Trump is president. That's exactly right.
Right. It's idiocracy. It's idiocracy. That's what it is.
And it's bringing our show down. Good night.
It creates these overnight celebrities that can just.
Yeah. And they think all they have to do is lick somebody's butthole and they'll become a superstar.
Hopefully they use the white. Hopefully they used a wet wipe. Hopefully they used a wet wipe before they did it.
All right, good night. This brought our show down.
About?
This brought our show down, Todd. Good night.
Thanks, Todd. Peace and love, everybody. Y'all have a great night.
Okay.